I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in Bay Ridge. My wife is from Queens. We met each other through work, where I worked at Lorillard Tobacco Company. And we ended up getting married. And then once we started having kids, we moved to Long Island. And we were at Long Island until I got the phone call one day saying, guess what? The company's moving to Greensboro, North Carolina. And that was in 1997. As part of my job at Lorillard, I had to go on audits for the company, and I ended up going to Mexico for a week. And everything was fine. We left on Friday to come back, and Monday morning, taking a shower, I had a pain in my chest. And at first you thought you think it's one of these little pains that, go away in 2 seconds, but it just lasted.
We've known Sal for a long time. Sal was first diagnosed with a non-ischemic cardiomyopathy. And what that means is he had a weak heart, but he didn't have blockages in his heart arteries. So he didn't have a heart attack, he didn't have other damage. He had a weak heart from what we presumed was a virus. He was followed for a long time by his cardiologist here in town, Dr. Peter Nishin. And Dr. Nishin realized that Sal was starting to get worse. He referred him over to the Advanced Heart Failure Program for further evaluation.
February 23rd, 2015, I received the LVAD.
Certainly, if Sal didn't get his heart pumped, he wouldn't be alive today. There's no doubt about it. He's a young man, and he has kids and he has young grandkids, and he's trying to build memories. And these memories aren't only for him, but they're for his family. People like Sal, you just sit back and say, look how great it's been. So it means everything to us to be able to give those memories to families.
Before I had the LVAD, I could barely walk 15, 20 feet without having to stop. Just walking up the stairs in my house, I'd have to take 3 stops going up the steps, to reach the top.
Most people who see Sal walking down the street can't tell that he has a heart pump in place and that he's reliant on that heart pump to do his day-to-day activity. He has his batteries that he wears and he has a little bag, but he looks like a guy walking down the street with his camera, basically.
When the LVAD was put in, and after I, got a little bit stronger, I could go up a flight of steps with no problem, do a lot of things. My one grandson, when he was younger, there's no way I would have been able to throw a ball to him to hit it. And I'm out there throwing the ball to him and he's hitting away and we're having a good time. And as far as my family's concerned, I know that they're happy for me because they knew what the alternative would have been if I didn't get that in the time that I did. And, seeing things that I wouldn't have seen, my family is, very happy about it. And my youngest son is having a baby that's due next month. So to see that and for him knowing that now I'll be a grandfather to his baby, and it's given me, a second lease on life.
This has been a really important program to us. Dr. Van Trike came to me in 2013, and we'd both trained at Duke, and Peter was a transplant surgeon at Duke, and he came to me in 2013. He said, this is an important therapy, and I think we ought to offer it to our patients. At that time, there were no other centers in North Carolina except the academic centers or the transplant centers who were implanting VADs. And we thought it was important to bring this technology to Greensboro to be able to give this to patients. So patients who had very little hope of continuing on, to be able to give them a new lease on life. And it's not only extending their life, it's also improving the quality of their life. So if you see someone like Sal, he's not just hanging on. He's out there doing the things he wants to be doing.
I never got scared of getting the LVAD. I was shocked to know that I had to get it now, but other than that, there was no, fright or being afraid of getting it, because the care that they give you at the LVAD clinic is unbelievable. I mean, doctors there are fantastic. The whole staff, they go above and beyond to help you, and they become really your family. I mean, you've probably heard it plenty of times, But when I mean family, I'm talking about it's like a real brother and a sister that you're talking to them.
When I see his name on the clinic schedule, it makes my day a little bit better. A lot of times you look at the list and boy, I have all these people to see, and you say, boy, it's just going to be a long day. But I look at seeing Sal, and it's like taking a break in the middle of the day, just getting to hang out with a friend. And so I don't know. What does it feel like to see your brother walk in the clinic? That's what it feels like when Sal walks in the clinic. I feel like I'm seeing a brother I never had, and he's great.
Over here, it's so much different. It's so much different. It's more pleasant, and the people really, really want to help you get healthy. If all the caregivers I have at Moses Cone that treat me, and when I say the caregivers, I'm not only talking about the VAD clinic, I'm also talking about the people in rehab and all the nurses and technicians that help me in the hospital, I would just say that I love all of them from my heart. And it's very important to me.